we going, Mike?
Whitecliffs.
Why are we going there?
Digging for opals.
What are we going to find?
What we gonna find?
Yeah.
Rocks.
Butter. I'll slice it to my best hand. See if there's cheese in there. And there's mustard pickle. We've been wanting to do this for years, but we haven't had the funds, and we've saved up a little bit of money, and we're going away for 3 weeks camping. And we've watched nearly every opal video on YouTube, opal and gold video on YouTube, like hundreds of them. And we're so excited because this is the first time we put it in action. And it's been beautiful so far, hasn't it, Mike?
Oh, great.
But it's at the start. So
200 kilometers, gobbled up half a tank already.
Traffic is bad, hey Mike?
Terrible.
When was the last time we saw a car, love?
In the buzzing town.
This is the camp kitchen of this sort of caravan park we're staying. And it's pretty cool. It's got a big barbecue. It's got a kitchen sink, literally, a microwave. It's got a stove, a fire pit. It's even got a pizza oven that you can use.
What's up?
Good morning, Mike.
Good morning.
How did you sleep?
Not bad.
Stopped for lunch in Brewania, and we're having it near the lovely river, and a cow fell in the water, a little calf, and the other cows are walking along the bank trying to find a spot for it to get out. Oh, it got out, thank goodness. So cool here. It's like a big construction site. It's amazing. And it's such a balmy night. It's beautiful. It is so windy. I'm on the rooftop tent, but I can't tie it down. You love camping, Mike?
Love it. Fan-fucking-tastic.
Didn't sleep last night at all. 40-kilometre winds. We had to dismantle the rooftop tent We've just met the people of Whitecliffs. They're lovely. And before I came here, I rang up the pub to book in for Christmas lunch, and they said they're not open, but they said if you bring a plate, you can join the orphans in the community hall. So that's where we're headed. And the plate I bought is brownies. And those white things you can see in the brownies are lumps of white chocolate. We usually don't camp in caravan parks. We prefer national parks. However, this holiday was different. We stayed in the caravan park simply because it was so bloody hot. Stifling hot, sticky, disgusting hot. Most days reached the high 30s, and locals said that the week before we arrived it was in the mid-40s. And for the most part of our 2-week and 3-day stay here, we had the whole caravan park to ourselves. Nobody hardly comes here in summer. In winter, the park is full. The pool is right next to the caravan park and is maintained beautiful and kept at a really cold temperature, and it was my lifesaver. So here's a quick tour of the caravan park. And this is the lovely swimming pool, which is just right next door to the caravan park. And because it's summer and no one's here except Mike and I at the moment, I have the whole pool to myself for $2 a day. And I just went for a swim and it's really cold. And this is the camp kitchen. It's pretty awesome. It's got stainless steel benches, and it's got a toaster and a kettle. It's got a stove top and an oven. It's even got an air fryer, which I personally have never used. And there's a microwave. And it's pretty big. Big fridge. And it's full with our stuff because we've basically been the only campers. And a working freezer. A coin-operated laundry with washing machines and dryers. Clean toilets and showers, which will set you back $1 if you want hot water, but because of the blistering heat, we only use the hot water once. There is drinking water available at the park, however I suggest bringing as much as you can carry and using the park's water when you run out. It doesn't rain an awful lot here, which makes it a very precious commodity. You can camp on the opal fields at Potch Gully, where there is one toilet that Mike describes as scary, and I imagine camping here in winter would be lovely, but in summer there is no escaping the heat in the fields. However, the opal fields at night are a different story. They are amazing. The days may have been long, hot, and at times boring, but the nights were exciting, beautiful, and so special on the opal fields. What's the procedure, Mike?
Digging.
Yeah, but what do we need?
Machete.
No, you don't.
Vodka orange.
Water.
Oh yeah, water. Scratcher. White light torch. Madame needs knee pads. Scratcher. Black lights. And off we go.
We have to wait for it to get dark, don't we?
Oh, dark enough for me.
Is it?
Oh, you can sit there?
No, I'm going to get my knee pads on. Which one looks lucky? So what we're basically doing, we're waiting for the sun to go down, and we've got these, what are those torches called? Black light torches. And so when you shine them on the rocks, anything on the opals, anything that's got a little bit of opal or potch in it stands out from the rest. But it's still too light. We have to wait. Pardon? What?
Like dog's balls.
Yeah, it stands out like dog's balls, Mike said. But I'll show you when it gets dark.
Looks like nothing.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I just take a video.
Of what?
Of you digging. And it's a beautiful starry night. And can we see your opals you found?
Okay, I'll show you.
Okay, cool.
Oh, there's another one.
Where? Oh, yeah.
Oh shit, tiny, eh?
So tiny you lose it.
Look when I
know.
see the brown, the tan, how funny that looks.
Oh, yeah.
Alright, I'll show you the whole.
What we found the last hour, well actually Mike's found 95% of it.
You see something through the lens?
Yeah,
yeah.
So everything that's shining bright blue is opal.
Alright.
Cool. So it's 11:30 at night. There's a mad thunderstorm out there in the distance, and we're having a successful night with the opals. Hey, Mike.
Hey.
And look at that. It's all that shining blue is opals. Quite heavy already. Awesome night for opal finding. There's a huge storm going down, or about to go down. We're packing up our tent right now because that'll get ripped to smithereens. It may do. And I don't know if you can see it, but it's all along the front there. And it looks nasty. It's been super hot, so hot, and we're going to sit in the camp kitchen way over there in the distance and keep safe. So whilst Mike had a little nap, I made a fruit bun with icing and walnuts and glaced cherries on top. It was yum. Let me know in the comments if you would like that recipe. Opals are not easy to find. We were told that some people have spent over 2 decades trying to find a sizable amount. The pioneers out here in the early days had it tough. So many children and adults died terribly young, as evidenced in the cemetery. And noodling or fossicking like we did, it is also not for the faint-hearted. We met some scorpions, numerous insects including spiders, and on some nights thousands of those tiny little flies that are more annoying than anything else. But fortunately we didn't run into a snake. We also had rocks in our boots and we were covered in dirt at the end of every shift. It's 12:35 p.m, our last night in Whitecliffs, and we're having a good one. Mike's finding awesome opals, and my pocket is full.
Yeah, here, look at this.
Oh my God.
They're all opals.
It's so beautiful out here. Hey, Mike. All right, love, how long are we going to go for?
Until we stop finding shit.
Okay, we'll be here till 7 a.m. We were very privileged to be invited into some dugouts for a look. This beautiful dugout is available to rent via Airbnb. dugouts maintain a consistent temperature all year round of around 23 degrees Celsius. Whitecliffs town has a general store that sells bread, milk and a few other items. It also has an awesome pub with fantastic meals and even more fantastic publicans who make you feel welcome the minute you set foot on the pavement. We were sad to say goodbye to Whitecliffs. It had been such an adventure. But what had made our holiday were the people of Whitecliffs. So friendly, full of characters and plenty of love and laughs. We couldn't have asked for a better experience.
Good job, darling.
It is a quintessential Australian town. We made the long trip home, taking an extra night. Mike's second love, his 1998 NL Mitsubishi, performed beautifully, even filled to the brim and towing a big quad bike. It did need a new battery on the way back though, and we did lose a light bar off the back of the trailer.
That's the rest of our brand new light bar. Needs some maintenance, maybe a couple of new lights.
Oh my god. Did you just feel that? What
I
happened?
saw it in the mirror.
And whilst we're on the subject of the trailer, have you ever seen a canvas with more zip ties?
Well, these here, they're all extreme safety measures. It's the most zip-tied canvas ever. With a couple here, just to make sure it's all working. Everything is safe.
But how about those opals? Well, there's good news and then there's bad news. So the bad news was that on the last night when we thought we were paying off our house, buying new cars, quitting our jobs, it ended up being mostly potch, which is colourless opal. But at night time, it looks amazing. Oh, there's a bit of colour in that one, Mike.
Right, I ordered the length through them.
But the good news is that we've found so many opals with colour. This bit here we're a bit excited about. We think perhaps it's a clam or some sort of shell. And this is my favourite bit, and I'm hoping you can see it's got so many colours in there. There's blues and pinks. And then this is Mike's favourite bit. It's a piece we think of opalised wood. What we plan to do is join the local gem club in town, and we've been members before, and Mike's actually quite good at using the wheels and making stones out of these. But there's a couple of things you need to know before you go to Whitecliffs. The first one is that these TV shows, or these very popular Americanized YouTube shows, we were told they were staged. So, surprise, surprise. And the second thing you need to know is that no one's been mining in Whitecliffs for 5 years. So the piles that we were looking through were 5 years old and probably have been looked through many times by many tourists. However, we still found all this, and we're so happy with that. And we've got so many rocks that we need to cut in half and grind back. What do you think, Mike?
Yeah, we're definitely not rich.
We're definitely not rich, but we had fun, and we've got a lot of specimens to go through. Back to the kitchen for me, back to work for Mike. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully we'll see you again soon. Well, that one's pretty.